So you're going to be asked to jump to 5A. You're really a 2A school. You'll play anybody. Back in the day when Pudgy Abercrombie and those guys played, you played Upper St. Clair anyway.
Yeah.
But now you're going to play St. Clair, you're going to play Peters, you're going to play Penn Hills, Penn Trafford, Gateway, and schools like that. Why is the PIAA at odds with people who they say are transfers into Aliquippa?
I don't understand it. That's one of the things we've been discussing. When we received their memorandum, it stated that, of course, we had the success points because we've been to the state championship game 2 years in a row, which gives us 8 points, which I understand. No complaint about that. But then relative to the transfer, they listed 23 transfers. We have 40-plus kids on our roster. And they listed 23 of those kids transfer in, which included Tyquay Hayes, number 23. He was a freshman. He was the All-State 4A Player of the Year his freshman year, in 21 when we won his championships. This year, as a junior, he was the Max Prep Player of the Year when we won it. So he's an Aliquippa kid through and thick. So I don't get some of the reasoning behind some of the transfers that they label as transfers. We do have 2 transfers, or I say kids that enrolled into our school district, which we cannot deny a kid who wants to play football, who comes out for the team and tells them they can't play because it might affect that transfer. Those 2 kids transferred in, and I'm going to give you their stats. Their stats are 0. 0 pass attempts, 0 rushing yards, 0 interceptions. Any football stat that there is, you put a 0 by theirs. There's just 2 kids that, and I love the kids. They just wanted to be a part of the program. They don't even play on our practice scout team. They had no role in us winning or losing this year, and they counting them as transfers. So when people go and say a transfer is a transfer is a transfer, that's totally inaccurate. Those kids came into our school district and chose to play football, and I allowed them to. I wanted them to be a part of the team. But they helped us in no way, or will help us in no way, win any games.
Well, can I also interject something here? Because this to me is important, because I'm somebody who tries to keep it real about everything. There's nobody building a house or moving into Aliquippa to go to their schools or play football. There are a lot of kids in a socioeconomic situation that have unstable housing, or they're bouncing between their grandma's house or their aunt's house or their mom's house or their dad's house or whatever. And it makes me mad, Coach, that the PIAA doesn't see that and understand that Aliquippa football may be the one stability that they have in their life.
Yes. And our kids are transient. They're trying to survive. And speaking of that, those 2 kids do have a tough situation. But they're part of the program. It's going to give these kids some self-confidence, some self-esteem, which is going to make them hopefully productive in life. So I'm not going to deny them of that. But I totally agree with you. The kids that here are some of them are transient, just trying to survive, moving from grandma to auntie to cousin, just finding a place to live and some stability in their life. And we're being punished as far as the football program because of that.
There's an appeals process. You've already said that you will appeal. How do you think that'll go?
It's hard to say. I mean, it's hard to say because, it's the facts aren't followed. And all we ask for is just follow the facts and just be fair. So it's hard to say. It seems like who's ever in control there has total control and makes all the decisions, and it's not being fairly put across for Aliquippa.